So I'd had this thought the other day, and I know the answer, but I thought we would kind of pull it apart a little. Um, where do we get the idea of tithing 10% in modern day? And is it a replacement for the sacrifice in the Old Testament?
Okay. Well, the sacrifice, like the tithe, is where is that? That's in Leviticus, is that right?
Yeah, Leviticus 27:30. It's Moses talking about how you're going to give a tenth of all that you have, not just money, but literally everything, to God, or in this case, it's going to be the priesthood, the Levites.
Right. So it sounds like it was God's way of providing for those that worked in the temple and served Him. Correct. So it was
Right,
crops and animals and all kinds of stuff that then went to the Levites, and then some of that went to the high priests and
right.
the priests. Um, so if that was the case, like the point of it was to support those that worked full time for God, does that still apply?
It does still apply. And I would say, too, my original train of thought was incorrect. Like, tithing is not equal to sacrifice. The sacrifice of the Old Testament was separate from the 10% mentioned in Leviticus. Our sacrifice in modern day is Jesus. There is still a sacrifice, and we are still required by the Bible to participate in giving, I would say, at least 10%. Isn't there something that it says in the New Testament about?
Well, let's see if we're actually compelled to do that. In Second Corinthians, Paul's talking to the Corinthian church, and he says, each one must give as he has decided in his heart, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver. So that sounds different than the required tithe of the Old Testament.
And it's supposed to be sacrificial. So, like, if 10% is not sacrificial for you, that's between you and God.
Yeah, the idea is that we give joyfully, gladly from what God has given us, acknowledging that it came from Him in the first place.